Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different here. I'm actually going to be talking about my favourite Copic marker colours and I don't know why I like to use them so much. Perhaps this might give you an idea of what you want to get for yourself. I'm not too sure. I just really like talking about my markers. But anyway, so the first colours I'm actually going to be talking about today are the BVs, and I have two here that I really like. The first is B04 Blue Berry, and the next is B08 Blue Violet. Now these colours are very similar, they're in the same blending group actually, and one of them is sort of a mid-tone and the other is really dark. And I really like these colours because they're sort of a cooler purple, and they're actually a little bit desaturated as well. And I actually really like that because a lot of my marker colours are very bright, very saturated. So when I find a desaturated colour that I like, I tend to like it a lot. Now the second group I'm actually going to talk about here is the V's, which are the violets. And yeah, I don't know, I have a few of these that I actually really do like. Purple is sort of my favourite colour, so I do have a lot of these that are on my, I don't know, favourite list. But yeah, the first one I'm actually going to talk about is V01 Heath. Now this is actually one of the first Copic markers that I got that was a purple, and it's a really nice light, not too full on sort of purple colour. It's a bit of a pinky purple, but it's just really interesting and I really do like this colour. Funny thing, I actually have a very old OC that I don't draw anymore, and her name is Heather because of this colour, because that's actually the colour of her hair. But yeah, the second colour I have is V05 Azalea or Azalea. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this one's actually a really nice one too. It's a bit of a mid-tone, but it's a bit of a purpley violet colour. And I don't know, I really like it. It's sort of a little bit more desaturated as well, and it's just really pleasing to look at. Next on my list is V15 Mallow. Now, to be honest, I really do like the name of that. I don't know why. Mallow just sounds like a really cool name, but the reason I like it is because it's, I don't know, it's a really nice purple colour, and I sound like I'm repeating myself. But yeah, it's actually a really nice colour, and I don't know. I am going to be showing a little bit of thing on the screen of these colours, just so you can see for them yourself. The next is V17 Amethyst, and I really like this colour because it's actually, I don't know, it's very similar to Blue Violet, I find, just a bit lighter and a little bit more pinker, but yeah, it's a really nice sort of purple colour. Now, the next colours that I'm going to be talking about are the R's and the RVs. And I'm going to be starting off with RV10 Pale Pink. Now, I actually got this colour because my boyfriend wanted me to draw a Dragon Ball Z character, and I never actually got around to drawing it. I probably should do that. He's probably hating me right now. But anyways, enough of that. I actually really do like that colour because it's very light, and to be honest, I have a lot of mid-tone colours and I really want more lighter tones, so that one is very nice. The next I have is RV14 Begonia Pink. Now you've probably seen me use this one a lot. It is a very bright, very saturated pink colour, and I don't know, it's kind of just like the perfect pink tone to me anyways. This is actually a very old colour I got when I first collected my Copic markers, so yeah. The next is R22 Light Prawn. Now this one is a very nice light, sort of peachy, salmony kind of pink, and I don't know, I really like those colours. I find them so interesting. They're really nice to blend with reds to make highlights, but they also, it also looks really nice along with orange as well. I don't know why, just it's the sort of tone that like works with those kind of colours. The next one is actually very similar but a bit darker. It is RO5 Salmon Red, and yeah, I like it for the same reason that I like Light Prawn. It is a little bit less pinky and more red, but it's a very nice sort of light red colour. Now, completely opposite, my next favourite Copic marker, and this one is one that I love a lot. It is R59 Cardinal, and it's a very deep, dark red color. It sort of reminds me of a blood red, and I don't know, it's just so pleasing to look at. Like, I don't know, because I don't have a whole lot of dark colors. When I do have one, I just kind of get a bit attached to it. But yeah, anyways, my next color is a bit of an interesting one, a bit of an interesting red. It's actually R85 Rose Red. Now, to me, it looks more like a pinky, purpley kind of tone, but I really like it because it's so different compared to my other red markers. Now, my next color group that I'm actually going to be talking about today is the yellows, because I want to go through each sort of group and talk about each color that I like in that group. So yeah, a favorite of mine of the yellows is actually Y21 Buttercup Yellow. And I really like this color because it's very light, it's very subtle for a yellow color, and yeah, it's just very interesting. My next favorite is actually Y38 Honey. Now it's a very, it's a sort of obvious for the color, you can kind of tell what it's going to look like, but yeah, it's a very honey yellow. It's I don't know, when I look at this color, I kind of just imagine it as a happy color. It's one of my favorite colors, to be honest. Along with that is a color I got recently, YR16 Apricot. And yeah, it's a very nice orange color, but it's not too full on. It's not like a very, very bright orange. It's a nice orange. Okay, so the next I'm going to be talking about is the greens and the blue greens. So the first I have today is the YG03 Yellow Green. And it's a very nice, very yellowy green, and I really like this color to do like highlights on grass, that type of thing, so I actually use it a lot. My next green color is a very deep, very dark pine tree green, and it's very nice. I really like this color because, again, like the blue violet and the cardinal, it's just a very dark color, and dark colors of mine are a bit rare, so I really like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so my next color is G02 Spectrum Green, and I actually got this color just specifically so I could draw a leafy on, and it's actually one of my favorite colors. It's sort of my favorite color of tone of green, to be honest. I actually really do like it. The next up is BG23 Coral Sea, and it's a really nice sort of very light aqua-y kind of color, and I like it. And a very similar color to that BG34 Horizon Green, and it's very similar to Coral Sea, except it's a little bit more yellowy side. Now my next color that I'm going to be talking about is BG10 Cool Shadow, and this color is so light, to be honest. It's actually very, very subtle, and I love this color for shading things with like sort of a blue hue, and I actually like it for a very light sky color when I don't want it too cold. My next color is a favorite of mine that I actually don't use a whole lot. It is BG49 Duck Blue, and the only reason I don't use it a lot is because I don't have an ink for it, but it's a very nice sort of dark tealy color. So now we're getting onto the blues, and I want to talk about B97 Night Blue. To be honest, I really love my B90 colors. I don't know, they're just a really, really nice blue, not too full on, and I don't know, pretty good. My next color is another B90 color. It's B93 Light Crockery Blue, and it's very similar to Night Blue, it's just a little bit lighter. And I like those two because, I don't know, they're desaturated as well. Most of my blues are very saturated, so these stand out a little bit to me. My next one is a color that I use a lot. It is Robin's Egg Blue. Now I find this the perfect color to color in sky, to be honest. It's, I don't know, it's a very nice light blue. It looks pretty good. Now again, with the deep colors, I have to talk about B39 Prussian Blue. This blue is probably my favorite blue color. It is so dark, so nice, a little bit desaturated. but it is very nice. I like to use this a lot in my galaxy colors along with blue violet, and I also like to shade with this one a little bit too, especially when I don't want to use black to shade. I like to use a bit of blue. So yeah, Prussian blue is a very good one. Now, when talking about blues, I can't not talk about B28 Royal Blue. This blue is basically the perfect TARDIS blue color. I actually bought this color because I wanted to draw a TARDIS, and it is the perfect color to draw a TARDIS in. Now, my last blue color is B00 Frost Blue. This is a very nice, very light blue, and I love it a lot. I really do. Now, the last group of colors that I'm actually going to talk about now is my skin tones, and I've chosen 4 of them to talk about, and I really like these colors, and I may not use all of them all the time, but they're they're just colors that I really like. So my first one is E51 Milky White. Now this is kind of my go-to when I want to draw someone with fair skin. It's a very nice sort of skin tone, and yeah, no, I really like it. Now for a darker sort of skin tone, I really like to go with E33 Sand. And I also like to use this sand color when I want to shade skin, shade lighter skin as well. Now, I want to talk about a new color that I got recently, which was E15 Dark Suntan. This is a very nice color. I actually don't recall using it for a skin tone yet, but I actually have a piece of art that I'm actually working on right now that has this color, and I'm really excited to use it. So, my last color I want to talk about is E25 Carib Cocoa. Now it's a very nice, sort of a darkish brown, but it's not too dark. And I really like this one because it's sort of like a chocolatey kind of color. It's very beautiful. And yeah, I actually use this color a lot when I'm coloring in trees and that kind of thing. And yeah, it's very nice. If you're looking for a darker, but not too dark, sort of a mid-tone brown that's not too full on, it's a little bit desaturated, E25 Carib Cocoa is a good way to go. Now this video is actually getting a little bit long, so I'm going to stop it here. These are my favorite colors to use in my Copic marker drawings. I hope I gave you some good ideas for just in case you're looking for some colors that I may recommend. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's very different to my usual videos. I hope you enjoyed the footage that I had up on the screen. I was actually coloring in my my marker chart. I actually printed out and redid my marker chart because my last marker chart was printed on bleed-proof paper, and I really don't like bleed-proof paper. And it's kind of silly when you have a different paper than what you actually use, because markers will look different. So that's why I decided to redo my chart. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and comment below what is your favorite marker color. It doesn't have to be a Copic marker. It can just be paint or anything else that you use. What are your favorite colors to use in your art? Please let me know below. I would love to hear all of your favorite colors. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!